It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 9th of December. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather has turned wet. We'll see multiple waves of rain today, tonight, tomorrow night. Maybe some thunderstorms along the way, and then we see more cold air later this week. What about Christmas? Is it too early to look at that? Well, we might. Let's go. Here we go. This is the upper air look early this morning. And we have a pretty good shortwave west of the state. You can see that well-defined dip in the southern branch of the jet stream. That's producing the rain we have this morning. Let's look at the radar. It's coming out of Birmingham. We're live at 5:19 this morning. Pretty good little band of rain along Interstate 5920 from Birmingham east. Pretty widespread rain falling down across the southern counties of the state. And again, I'm not seeing any thunder and lightning here, just good old-fashioned rain. Rain is relatively widespread across the northeastern part of the state and again down in South Alabama. In fact, let's go down to the radar at Mobile. Again, the bulk of the rain is north of Interstate 10. And again, no thunder, no lightning we're seeing here, just good old rain. And we'll check the radar coming out of southeast Alabama. And again, rain falling along Interstate 65 from Montgomery on to the south. At the moment, southeast Alabama dry, but everybody will see some rain along the way between now and tomorrow night. The rain will not be continuous. There'll be some good breaks in the rain, but the pattern is wet. And again, that's rain we need. Here's a look at the radar composite across the region. You can see rain extending from South Louisiana up into parts of East Tennessee and Georgia. We have absolutely no concern with freezing rain or snow, obviously, with numbers like that. We've got 62 in Birmingham to start the day. The cool spot is Gadsden at 48, but again, you can kind of see this warm front that's pushing north. We've got 50s for Huntsville, Montgomery, Dothan, Mobile, a balmy 66 to start the day. There is a flash flood watch in effect for coastal Mississippi and southeast Louisiana. No watches for Alabama. And up north, scattered winter weather advisories for the states near the Canadian border. So there might be a bit of thunder today. We don't expect any severe storms. But tomorrow, there is a low-end marginal risk of severe storms across parts of south and southeast Alabama. This is for areas basically south of a line from near Thomasville to Verbena to about Roanoke. The area is in dark green on that map. And this is a very low-end threat. The dynamics not especially strong. The instability values not especially overwhelming. But we'll take a look at the parameters here in just a moment. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, again at this point, no severe storms as colder air begins to take over. We'll see maybe some thunder along the front for the southeastern part of the state. Or south for the eastern part of the United States, the East Coast. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. And these numbers are good. We'll take this. Rain amounts for the northern part of the state, generally in the 1 to 2 inch range. And that's certainly good. It's not going to bust a drought, but it's certainly a good thing. South Alabama rain amounts generally in the 2 to 3 inch range, and this is valid through Monday morning of next week. And this counts the rain we see today and tomorrow, and it also counts the rain that we will see over the weekend. We're expecting the next rain producer in here at some point Saturday or Sunday. Modeling not especially consistent there, but again, we'll take a look at the data as we go. And again, this is the latest drought monitor in case you missed it from last week. And again, about 70% of the state still in some type of drought. So model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. And again, we've got troughing north and west of the state, a southwest flow aloft, and fairly soggy pattern. And again, we stress it will not rain all day today. There'll be some good breaks in there, but occasional rain is likely. Here's the high-resolution HER, valid this evening at 6 o'clock, suggesting at that point the better chance of rain across the southern counties of the state. And then tomorrow, another surge of rain moves in here in advance of a front. You can see much colder air behind the front. And so we'll have rain around tomorrow and maybe some thunder. Let's take a look at the severe weather parameters. We'll just pick 12 noon tomorrow. And the air is unstable over most of the state. Now, these CAPE values are not especially high. This is CAPE, convective available potential energy, instability or buoyancy. And the numbers are generally between 500 and 1,000 joules per kilogram. And we say this a lot. It doesn't take a lot of CAPE in the cool season for a few severe storms, but the wind dynamics are just puny. This is the SRH, the storm relative helicity. And accordingly, the STP, the significant tornado parameter, just the numbers don't mean that much. Maybe 1 unit down around Dothan, but that's it. So we'll watch for storms tomorrow that could be strong across the southern part of the state. But again, it's a very low-end threat. But again, that's what SPC is defined, basically the southern part of the state. So Wednesday, we're dry and colder with a clearing sky, the sky becoming partly sunny. The high Wednesday will drop into the 40s for the northern part of the state. We'll be in the 60s today and tomorrow, and then 40s for North Alabama on Wednesday with a pretty good north wind. And snow fans, that could be a pretty good snow for places like Pittsburgh, much of West Virginia. Gatlinburg might see a few snowflakes during the day Wednesday, but not here in Alabama. This is Thursday. We're sunny. We start the day in the 20s in many spots, below freezing. The high Thursday, upper 40s and low 50s. Friday, we're dry. The high Friday back in the 50s. And then the GFS is suggesting we could see rain moving in here as early as Saturday. And again, there's been a lot of model inconsistency about the weekend, but that solution is certainly plausible and very possible. And then the GFS is suggesting on Sunday that the day could be dry. But again, let me caution you here. The European says, wait a minute, it's going to rain on Sunday. So again, a lot of model inconsistency here. But the bottom line is there certainly is going to be a chance of rain over the weekend. Whether the better chance is Saturday or Sunday remains to be seen. We'll mention a chance both days. I think we kind of roll with that European idea. The better chance of rain could be perhaps Saturday night and Sunday. But again, that could easily change. Let's keep going. Let's go out 10 days. This is a week from today. Out 7 days. This is Monday the 16th. The short wave off to the west and evidence rain breaks out over Texas. Now this is out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, the 18th. Trough moving to the north, and evidence will have some rain in here. So we're kind of getting back into an active pattern here with rain chances about every 3 or 4 days, which is what we expect this time of the year. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. This is for the next 15 days between now and Christmas Eve. The mean is about 2 inches, that green line. Temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models, 60s today and tomorrow. And then look at the cool down. Highs drop back in the upper 40s on Wednesday and Thursday. We are below freezing early Thursday morning with 28 and 34 on Friday morning. And then after that, the pattern relaxes, and you can see highs getting back in the 50s for the weekend, around 60 for much of next week, with lows around 40. So at this point, we see next week we stay above freezing all week. And the latest long-range guidance from WPC, the 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for December 16th through December 22nd. And if this is valid, temperatures would be above average in the west, maybe a little above average here. But do we dare look at 360-hour model output? Well, if you look at the ensemble data, it's okay. Not that this means that much, but still, this is the European ensemble, the mean of the ensemble members. And this is valid December 23rd, Monday, December 23rd. And if this is right, temperatures near or slightly below average, with above average values out west. But again, even with ensemble data, this is 360 hours. Doesn't mean that much. So once again, before we take a look at some history on this date, here's the radar. If you're just with us, it's 5:28 a.m. on Monday, December 9th. A lot of rain around the state. And again, we're going to see multiple waves of rain today, tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night. And I don't see any lightning or thunder this morning. There could be a spot where you hear some thunder later this morning. And again, tomorrow, as we mentioned, just a very low-end marginal risk of severe storms for South Alabama. And the rain should be over completely by early Wednesday morning. On this date 1 year ago, We had a couple of EF1 tornadoes that came through Homewood and a small part of Mountain Brook. And this was really technically just after midnight, the night of December 9th. It was just after midnight on December 10th. But it was a rough ride. This was obviously a very densely populated part of Birmingham. And coming through Homewood, the first EF1 got down around not too far from John Carroll High School and came out across State Farm Parkway, Interstate 65 in Green Springs, and produced a lot of damage in a lot of residential areas. We're lucky that nobody was hurt. I mean, it's amazing that nobody was injured here. And then the second tornado got down near Brookwood Mall and continued into a small part of Mountain Brook. And again, these were very tricky thunderstorms to deal with. It was a squall line, and these were very brief tornadoes. These were down for basically only a few minutes. But it certainly was kind of a scary situation that night. This is the radar presentation. That's the velocity, or the reflectivity. And again, just a classic squall line. You're not going to see a hook in there. But if you look at the velocity really carefully and basically one or two volume scans, we had the couplet showing up. But those things are so short-lived, it's basically almost impossible to warn for. Now, there was a severe thunderstorm warning in effect, but no tornado warning for those things. But again, the message is that it's important to pay attention to these severe thunderstorm warnings. There's a lot of things in the weather business we can do, and there's a lot of things we can't do. And providing a warning for a tornado that's down for 1 or 2 minutes, that's almost impossible to do. Even if you see it, by the time the warning goes out, it's gone. So again, these warnings can be very important. But that was on this date, the night of December 9th, the pre-dawn early morning hours of December 10th, 1 year ago. And again, yet another reminder that this is tornado season in Alabama, November through May. Today going to be down in Tuscaloosa. Got a senior adult group at the crossings at North River. Tomorrow going to be up in the Shoals area. Got Wilson School, and then after that I'll be stopping by Shoals Christian School. Wednesday, back in Tuscaloosa County, Brookwood Elementary School. Thursday, got Southampton K-8 school in Birmingham. And then on Friday, going to be down in Opelika for Fox Run School. We'll actually do the program at Opelika High School, but that's Fox Run is the newer school they opened up, and that's a great school. Looking forward to that. Saturday, got a book signing in Calera, Alabama. All right. Let's see here. We will have details. Let's see. I don't have the details quite yet from the publisher, but as soon as I do, we will pass that along. But I know it's going to be in Calera Saturday morning. And don't forget, hey, it's Monday, so tonight it's Weather Brains night. Weather Brains is the weekly show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. YouTube.com/weatherbrains. We'll be on the air at 7 o'clock Central. And we love doing that show. That's our little creative outlet just for weather geeks every Monday night. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.